Hey guys, tonight we time travel slowly, of course, to the ancient city of Ur, around 4,000 years ago, where sunlight hits clay walls just right, donkeys complain in the distance, and someone's always shouting about a late delivery. You're walking barefoot down a narrow, dusty street between sun-bleached mud brick homes. The scent is, well, earthy. A mix of baked bread, warm sand, and something suspiciously goat-like. As usual, you're already late. You're clutching a slightly smudged clay tablet, fresh from a scribe's stylus, destined for a merchant 3 alleys over. But finding him? That's the tricky bit. UR doesn't have numbered streets, or any streets with names. Instead, directions sound like riddles. Second home past the fig tree with the broken pot, or just beyond where the camel once sneezed. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And if you're watching from a tiny village in Norway, a big city in India, or somewhere in between, drop your location and local time in the comments. I love seeing where everyone's drifting off from. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You shuffle onward under the Mesopotamian sun, warm dust sticking to your ankles, the scent of lentils and yesterday's fish stew floating on the breeze. UR is alive in its own sleepy way, children laughing near the canal, merchants shouting half-heartedly about fresh dates, and an old woman sweeping her doorstep with a palm frond broom that's mostly decorative at this point. A nearby ziggurat towers over the skyline, all terraces and sandstone grandeur. It's equal parts temple and community hub, which, in practice, means a place where priests chant, scribes gossip, and goats occasionally get lost. You pass a boy holding a tiny clay tag on a string, trying to read it. He's squinting at the cuneiform like it might change into something easier, like pictures of ducks. Spoiler, it won't. Those little wedges pressed into clay? That's how Mesopotamians recorded everything from royal decrees to "2 goats and half a jar of beer." But let's be clear, this isn't some mythic, impossibly ancient realm. It's oddly relatable. These people complain about delivery delays, overcharge on olive oil, and get passive-aggressive with their neighbors. You could absolutely survive a day here if you had a heat-resistant tunic, unshakable patience, and a fondness for lentils. Probably you wouldn't, though. A delivery boy brushes past you, muttering about those temple scribes again as he heads toward the administrative quarter. He's carrying another clay tablet, rectangular, not too big, maybe 2 hands wide. Probably an inventory list. Could be a marriage proposal. In Mesopotamia, romance and receipts were separated by very little formatting. You duck into a shaded alcove beside a fig seller, his cart stacked with fruit and swarming with flies. He waves lazily at you with a reed fan and offers a discount you know isn't real. Still, it's polite to nod. From this corner, you can watch the pulse of ancient delivery in motion. Men and women crisscrossing the plaza with bundles wrapped in reed mats, tablets tucked into satchels, sometimes a pottery jar under one arm. Some are merchants. Some, runners. Others work for temple administrators, basically UR's HR department, logistics team, and petty complaint office all rolled into one. And those temples? Don't think just religion. They're the beating economic hearts of cities like UR. That towering ziggurat isn't just a monument to the gods, it's also a hub for paperwork, ration distribution, and correspondence. Think of it like a combination of the post office, DMV, and your least user-friendly banking app, all run by barefoot scribes who drink warm beer for breakfast. You hear one now, chuckling with his colleagues about a clay tablet gone missing somewhere between Eridu and Lagash. Probably fed to a goat, one jokes, which, sadly, is plausible. Tablets were sturdy but not immune to time, theft, or livestock with boundary issues. You press on, turning past a row of houses with arched doorways and narrow windows. A potter nods to you as she kneads wet clay with tired hands. Her courtyard smells like ash and river mud, the byproduct of an honest day's work. Somewhere nearby, a chicken shrieks as if wronged. You're not sure what happened, but you're definitely not investigating. At last, you reach your destination, House of Enlil, the fish seller, behind the third well. Sure enough, a hunched man with salt in his beard sits beside a woven basket of smoked eels. You hand him the tablet, and he examines the etched symbols with suspicion. That scribe's handwriting is getting worse, he mutters, before tossing you a flat bread roll by way of thanks. No coin, no receipt, just a warm, sesame-crusted snack you weren't expecting but will absolutely accept. This is how it begins, before postal uniforms, before stamps, before ink even. Just hands, clay, sandals, and a surprising number of donkeys. And you? You've got more errands to run. You glance down at your next clay tablet, already drying in the sun, and sigh. Historians still argue whether this city's system counts as a postal service in the modern sense. Was it government regulated? Was it private? Was it just chaos with donkeys? The truth's probably all 3.1 mainstream facts clear though. UR and its neighbors, Lagash, Eridu, Napur, used writing not for poetry first, but for logistics. Tracking things. Moving them. Accounting for goats like your life depended on it. And somewhere in this dust, between the fish and the figs, delivery became a way of life.